as a matter of law, corporate entities, including labor unions, have had rights as recognized by the Supreme Court since the 19th century. Debate about whether the Supreme Court should weigh in on these questions, but it certainly has. I don't think the Founding Fathers were clear on it one way or another.
Clearly do not have rights under the Constitution because they're not people in the way that the Founding Fathers intended.
They are not people. Those laws are for people, individuals. Corporations and unions are not individuals or people.
I don't think that a corporation has the same inalienable rights as an individual who has certain inalienable rights because they are a citizen of the United States, period.
Everyone agrees that groups, associative groups, should have First Amendment rights. The NAACP, just as a group of people getting together should have rights.
The Constitution was written for individuals, and when you read it, it reads as a document to individuals and discusses individual rights, not group rights. So, just on that, I would say no, it's individual rights, not corporation or union rights.
The nonprofits that disagree with you, you don't want them to have First Amendment rights, as we've seen in the recent debate over campaign finance laws.
Interpreted laws, allowing corporations and unions unlimited spending in elections, for example. Does that make it feel like that diminishes your voice as an individual?
Yes.
Should they be allowed to spend their money in elections?
Yeah. I think they should be allowed to spend some money in elections. There might be limitations on it, and maybe down to the limitation of what an individual can contribute. But they aren't individuals. They are not individuals.
I think it's very hard to make a distinction. Some people would like to make a distinction and say big corporations have no rights and little corporations or non-profits do have rights.
That's what they've been doing with their corporate rights and their union rights for the last 20 or 30 years. Should not be going to favor these huge meganopolies that are controlling everything.
Isn't there a limit on how much you can spend as an individual?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, maybe in that perspective, maybe it'd be good for the unions to be able to contribute that much, but no more.
Okay. Yeah, the courts have ruled is that they should be able to spend money because we can't block their freedom of speech, which is the First Amendment.
Oh gosh, this is getting twisted now.
Exactly.
Any group of people who want to get together and express their ideas should have rights.
Sorry.
So the question is, by becoming incorporated, do you suddenly lose those rights?
But that's not to say that they don't have any rights. It just means that, as I understand the Constitution, they shouldn't actually count as a person within the meaning.
So are those privileges instead of rights? Privileges that we grant them under the law?
I suppose so. I suppose that they are
made up of individuals.
Yes.
And every individual has the right to join or not
We
join.
want Big Brother deciding, is your group individual enough that it can have rights? That's a very dangerous.
The people have the rights. We, the people, have the rights. We make the laws. Government is the people, not the government, not the corporations, and not the unions.